Before you watch this video, subscribe now. Hello and welcome back to another video for this Honda Wave 125S. Today, I will show you the parts that we bought in order to temporarily use this motorcycle on the public road. The motorcycle we bought doesn't have a horn. You can see that it has a relay which has an individual harness installed. So I removed it and installed an aftermarket horn. The gauge was somehow preserved, and we bought some switches like this high and low switch for the headlight. We installed a new head harness, which is separate from the main harness of the body. This is the diagram from my parts catalog of the first gen Honda Wave. The head harness includes the socket for the horn. The brake master is not OEM, it was retrofitted. The headlight, signal markers, and housing will now be installed. Here are some of the pictures of the wiring. The main harness is messed up, so I tried my best to locate and connect those broken or missing wires. The key here is to use a multimeter, and the color of the wires will guide you to know where it should be. The battery has been installed. All of the wires, relays, and fuses are working properly. That is the reservoir of the rear disc brake. The ignition switch was also installed, but the problem is that it doesn't have a key. All of the bulbs were replaced. The drain valve of the oil is a huge problem. The bolt cannot be tightened completely. We discovered that the threads of the engine block is broken, and it needs to be retreaded. A temporary solution that works is using a Teflon tape and wrap it around the threads of the bolt to reduce the clearance inside the block. After that, all of the body panels will be installed. This is how it looks like now. We are currently here at Batangas and we need to transport the motorcycle back to Manila. So we rented a pickup truck to get things done. Now that it is here in our house, I will show you some of the minor problems of this motorcycle. The headlight doesn't have a bolt for adjustment. The brake master is retrofitted and it is bigger than the OEM ones. Therefore, the housing doesn't fit. The side mirror is too small and we will revert it back to OEM spec. It doesn't have a choke, which is needed and useful for cold engine startups. Luckily, I found a key that fits into the ignition switch, but sadly, it doesn't fit the rear key cylinder, which I will show to you later. As I turn on the ignition, the gauge doesn't work. It has an electric starter, but it doesn't work. The grip for the handlebar was replaced, and I will upload the video for that soon. The cover for the chain was missing from the day we bought it. There's a leak from the tappet cover. The rubber seal needs to be replaced. The tires are too thin and the shocks are worn out. The rear brake was converted from drum to disc. The quality of the conversion is not good at all. This rim has a missing spokes and the air valve stem is bent. I created a silencer for this muffler because it is loud. It doesn't have a proper bracket since it is an aftermarket, which causes vibrations and rattle noises. Almost everything in this motorcycle are loose. As I said before, the key doesn't fit on the rear key cylinder, which is a big problem too. The battery is also drained, which needs to be replaced. As I said earlier, everything is loose and some of it doesn't work. It can only be started using the kickstart method. The dipstick needs an O-ring seal to stop the oil from leaking. The rear tires isn't in bad shape, which is quite dangerous. The chain is also loose, which needs some adjustments. This is a quick look around this motorcycle. As you can see, the gauge doesn't work, and you can hear some rattling noises. So that's it for today's video. I hope you continue supporting us in this build. Subscribe now for more videos. Please don't forget to hit like and click the bell to keep you updated. Thank you very much for the support, and God bless.